here? Oh, what the hell? Where's all your buffers?
Okay, I just was trying to turn that comments
Okay. Oh, there's. Okay, hold on, guys. I don't even know. Okay, lots of technical issues. My bad, guys. My fault. Implementing a lot of new equipment is kind of a thing, and it's a lot of stuff to like. There's got to be like a checklist probably for that. And I was really like hype on getting this mixer. It's a Zoom mixer. It should make I guess. To use my phone because well, hold on, let me try to restart OBS over here. My laptop over here is supposed to be my chat, so I'm not like ignoring you guys on purpose. The sounds. Okay, thank you. Let me fix this. Probably my lav was down. I don't want to like crank it too much. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen this subreddit. It's called Haha guys, I'm so quirky. It's kind of talking about like, or the whole page or is like dedicated to the nice girls kind of thing, which is kind of like a nod to or the female counterpart, if you will, to kind of like the incel, I feel like. And it's basically girls who are. Thank you for telling me to stuck in my hair. I'm sure some of you were telling me in chat. Okay. Anyways, I'm sure some of you have come across these kind of posts on social media, or you may even know people like this, but it's basically like kind of like the forever alone female incel crowd, if you will. And it's basically girls complaining that, you know, they're so different, or yeah, like, I'm a nice girl, I'm so different, not like other girls. Like, there's all kinds of variations of it, but I'm so quirky. Like, it's okay. Like, and there's nothing wrong with being quirky. Like, everyone likes like a fun person with like a good personality and stuff. But what's going on is with the posts that tend to be featured here, these women or girls, whatever, varying in ages, really, are missing the point that like there's all these other issues that their quirkiness is just not enough to like overcome everything else that makes them kind of undateable. So I wanted to read through some of these. I probably should have selected some from before. Okay, so me as a girlfriend, I'm so quirky. So this guy's not gonna get roadhead. Oh no. She's gonna bite his arm off because I'm so quirky. Like, oh my god. Okay, so you look at this guy's face. He's like, this bitch is not getting a second date. No. I don't understand how a guy would date a woman who acts like a literal toddler. Aside from the age play community, shout out to them. You know, the whole age play thing is kind of different. Like, I don't like to kink shame so much. I really don't. But maybe just because I'm a mom, like, I really have a hard time grasping like the whole age play thing. I find it a little disturbing. Now, some people claim, I've seen like I think Vice has done documentaries on it. I think quite a few broadcasting networks or whatever have done documentaries on this whole age play concept, and there's like a handful of people couples that'll be featured, and they claim that there's nothing sexual about it, or like that element's not there. It's like just the nurturing that likely they didn't receive as a child. I just kind of find it disturbing, and again, not to be a kink shamer, but this would absolutely be like a deal breaker for me. Fountains are natural cheese washers. I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. Oh my god, this is so extra. Why do women like to call their man Poppy while doing the nasty? Okay, so that's gonna be like more of your Latino, Hispanic culture. That's very common with that. And that's like, I think it's a little different. Like, it's more like socially acceptable amongst those groups. It's not like the same taboo as calling a guy daddy, even though it literally is the translation of the name of the word daddy. It's just in a different language. You'll even see they'll call like their young sons like Poppy. You know, it's like all the boys that it's almost like a term of endearment, like hun or something. So like in that regard, although I'm not like into the whole like oh daddy kind of play, definitely not into that. Culturally, amongst, like I said, Hispanic, Latino culture, it's more, I feel, of a term of endearment than any like weird kind of kink deal. Asian girls also say daddy. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of girls of all, you know, cultural backgrounds and nationality variant makeup can say that. And like I had a whole like stand-up routine on the whole calling people daddy. I never really rehearsed it so much. I haven't actually performed it. It's pretty good. It's like a 15-minute set. Maybe I'll do that for you guys sometime. I feel like if I tried to read it now, it would just kind of fall a little flat. But yeah, like and it, like, well, there was some like callbacks to like other things, but basically it's like a 15-minute rant about like why I don't get like why girls do that, you know, or some guys like want to be called that, and I'm just like, so, but we'll save that for another time. Wow. No, I never done that. No, that's funny as fuck though, but nah. No. Okay. Scream sneeze. And I also sneeze in sets of 2. Never 3. In fact, if I ever get and I'll like dry heave for that 3rd sneeze. I think if I ever actually did get that 3rd sneeze, I think like it would be like something bad would happen. It'd be like a bad omen. And like, yeah, so it's sets of 2, and it's like, ah! Like it's a really loud scream sneeze. It's like it always scares people, and I'm very sorry for that. Actual question on my online exam. What the fuck? I'm quirky. Being ethical means A, being a good person and doing the right thing. B, being a bad person and doing the bad thing. Or C, being very hungry. Or D, acting like a potato. I'm so quirky. What? What grade is this person in? Like, what is this? Is this like a social, is this like, what class, was this like social studies? Or was this English? What class was this? And what grade are you in? I need to know. Is it illegal to potatoes? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's a hold up, wait a minute. It's simply a random posting because this person thinks that he's funny. I don't know why. Haha, look guys, it's 69%. Hentai. Okay, so this is someone's like search history, and then like their battery is 69. Okay, we get it. Whoever posted that, like whoever's phone screenshot that is, and whoever posted that, I think should get together, and then they won't like be forever alone. Okay. I swear, you watch one shitpost status and this happens. Cover yourself in oil. Let's see what this is about. Is this not working? Or is it just slow? The joke is useless if like we don't fucking get. Okay, I'm sorry that the YouTube link is just not happening. I was trying to say Yahoo for some reason. Like, who the fuck says Yahoo? Okay, so check this out. My mom hits me up a little earlier this evening, and like, okay, if anyone saw me trying to like put together this PC or anything, like it was pretty bad, right? Like, I don't know if you remember what I did with the antennas or just any of that process. Like, I'm very proficient in the Mac world, but PCs, like, I haven't had a PC since, like, I don't even know, like, way long time ago. And my mom was like, she needed a copy of her ID or something for some kind of verification, whatever. And you know, whenever when you have to do that for whatever reason, like, you could do even with your phone, right? But she needed to do it on her computer. It was just easier. I'm like, please tell me you emailed it to yourself. And she's like, I did. And I'm like, so proud. The thing is, when you do, like, if you do like a screenshot of like your credit card or an ID, like, you want to have it like zoomed, like cropped really well, right? You want to see all 4 corners of the ID or the credit card, whatever, front and back. This bitch, I'm sorry. No. Okay, like, it's this huge, there's just all fucking, just, it goes for days and days and days, acres and acres, and then, like, here's her ID somewhere. And, like, I think I used Paint to, like, select and crop and rotate so she could finally, like, upload it, but it was kind of funny. My mom didn't grow up with computers the way I did, so I can't, like, be I can't like give her a hard time. I don't think that's very nice. And she has gotten better about some of the things I have taught her. So, you know, like that's kind of cool when things catch on, you know. But that was really funny. I'm like, Mom, you can't take like because she's like trying to select the file and upload it, right? And like, you know how certain things will like it'll just kind of crop off before you like open up the file, and it's like there's just like a wall or something, or not a wall, whatever she laid her ID down on to take a photo of. All right, let's see what else we got here. There's too many ads on this one. I kind of agree with the meaning of life being cheese, though. Okay, see this one. I'm not loving this one. This one's kind of lame. This one got like way too many ads too. So boring. I'm so quirky. You know what I'm talking about though? Like that kind of chick. Anyways, let's see what's going on with chat, guys. We'll get into some Mortal Kombat gameplay in just a minute here. No, I definitely don't. Is it best to date a smart girl or a dumb girl? You know, it depends on how important it is for you to be able to maybe hold a conversation with somebody. Because some people like almost in like a predatory way, and I'm not saying that this is you, just for example, some people want to kind of have the power position, if you will. They want to like stay a couple steps ahead of the game, and if the person you're dating is just dumb as rocks, and if they're clueless and predictable, you could pull a lot over on them, right? You could pretty much convince them of anything. It's actually really terrible. At the like worst case scenario, but best case scenario, if you don't have like evil intentions with that, you just might find it dull, like not being able to relate, or you may come to find that like the simplest things about life, or like kind of semi or very common knowledge stuff, like they're just like, what, you know, and that can get really like despite what you may believe for whatever reason. I really can't. I can handle like fun and like good sense of humor, but I really like actual like stupidity, like out of the gene pool, like something in the water in the area they grew up in or whatever. I'm not saying anyone in particular. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's like I can't stand that. Like some people, like the simplest things, or like things that you're like, how do you not know this? How do you not know that this is how life works? Whatever the heck it is, you know? That drives me nuts. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm like so smart. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But I need someone who's like at least on my fucking level, whatever that is. What up, John P? A 1,000 alts, you're so good. How'd you guess? Okay, Ribby, great question. So, I was trying to approve your comment. I don't know what, everything's timing out. Okay, here's the thing with that. Let me tell you just in the simplest way. Women, generally, although we'd like some eye candy as well, we're not like sexually wired the way you guys are. You guys are incredibly visual, and almost entirely visual, I want to say. And like for women who don't understand like why guys watch porn, or women who have an issue with that, it's kind of messed up, because like literally they can't help it. Like they need that visual help. They need that visual aid. Women, on the other hand, it tends to be a little bit more sophisticated and nuanced and there's a lot more elementals to how like we get in the mood. And like, and the thing is with the dick pics is they never come when there's a time that it's appropriate. Not that there really is an appropriate time for that. Like maybe if you're like doing a long distance thing or something, like, and you're into that, maybe. But like honestly, I laugh. Anytime I ever get them, I just fucking laugh. I'm sorry, I do. Like, you know, and I'm not like a size queen. I'm not like a hater. Like, I don't thirst trap people. I don't shame people. But I honestly just laugh because I think it's ridiculous. What I have had though is I've had some people like take the time to get like creative, and like that is very amusing to me. Like I appreciate the A for effort there. But in general, like, you know where it's great to receive those is like on the premium or the OF. Like that is the place for that, because that is what's going on there, right? So that is in context, you know? And I know not all creators that have those other avenues for income are open to that. Some don't care, whatever. I personally don't care. There's a time and place. I'm getting them so prevalently, and any media platform that has fucking DMs is an option that I haven't turned off yet. Like I feel like I can't open them in public. I can't open them next to anyone I know, because it's like there's a 50-50 chance it's going to be a dick pic. You know, so like plastic toys have good jokes, or is it muscles? Thank you. Pat Mac, love it, love it. Love it. Nights, that's cute. I love it. Okay, it's like toys. Am I gonna put it as my background? yeah. Every time I have like the what do you call it? Like a slideshow montage of just all the D, like as my idle screen. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness. Kelvis, they're doing COVID special, and it's yeah. So if you want to hit me on the snap, that's TMB official OFFICIAL. Yes, you will hear from me before New Year's, fam. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're taking care of yourself and staying safe. My mom had COVID, and then my dad has it now. So I have not had the COVID. I've been I want to say I'm pretty responsibly social distancing. Like I do the mask thing. We have like shelter in place orders again. So I don't know how bad it is in SoCal, but in NorCal it's kind of not great. I would imagine SoCal's like worse, Great question, Big Bear. Okay, so should you date the crazy girl or a good girl? Crazy is fun, right? But the thing with crazy, which is often associated with a good sex life or a good sex appetite, or someone who's just down for whatever, it's also going to come with a lot of drama, a lot of unpredictability in a bad way. Like you could be having a boys' night, right? And then girl comes over like freaking out. Like I don't know if you've ever seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but that shit was funny, but not okay. Goldie Hawn's daughter, oh my god, why cannot think of her name? Why can't I think of her name? Oh my god. Whatever her name is, I cannot believe I can't think of it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, she does such a great job. She plays a journalist who is trying to help clueless women who do dumb shit like I'm describing all the time, and basically chasing off good men because they're just not behaving in a good way. Like they're actually being crazy. And so she's trying to write an article to demonstrate what crazy is completely unacceptable and maybe tone it down some. That being said, some people may find that while the good girl has the stability, they might find that the predictability might be too mundane or boring. It's not like there's only like two flavors of women. There are quirky. No, no, there's definitely like more interesting personality types that you may find more stimulating. I wouldn't, if you had to make a definitive choice between like two very boxed in personality types, I feel like either is generally not going to be a good fit for you unless you really do only care about a crazy like toxic sex life and her keying your car and stabbing you. Like if you're down with that, that's fine. Or if you want stability and you have like an image upkeep kind of thing, or if you're just, you know, whatever. But I would find, I don't even want to say a happy medium because some bitches just really take it far with the crazy. And men too. I'm sure we all know that. This is true though. Okay, so that's another good question. Thank you for these questions. Okay, how do you find a girl that likes shagging every day? Well, there's a couple elements to that. I'm not saying, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you that although if you hit it off with somebody, I keep saying, should you find someone that you have a lot of chemistry with and you hit it off initially and there's all this sparks and you guys are really into each other, you may be having that maybe 6 months, maybe a year tops. Okay, then you're gonna get comfortable. In reality, once all that kind of infatuation and lust phase kind of becomes a normalcy thing, you're gonna have other shit to do, as is she. I hope to God y'all have lives outside the bedroom. I'm not trying to hate like on people having sex all the time. That's great. My point is, there's all these factors too into how it is for women. Like you guys just like put something in things, right? Well, women, it's very invasive for us, and I find that issues that I've had, or like what my girlfriends have complained to me about, is like when it feels obligatory or like maintenance sex, or when you I don't know, or pressured into anything or coerced into anything, when you use it as a manipulation tactic, like that can only go for so long. The people who are really good with that, again, are going to be like how you're talking about, like the crazy type, or like I like to mention cluster B people a lot. You're going to find a lot of that there because that is something that is weaponized amongst those personality types. I think for like a lifetime partner, I think every single day may not be realistic. But there may be some people like that. Just generally, there are things that, there's all kinds of reasons why we're just not going to be in the mood. It could be unresolved conflict with you. It could be we're just not feeling sexy. Maybe we're feeling fat. Maybe we're on our period. Maybe we just had a baby. Maybe we're stressed out about all this, whatever's going on. But I find that when a guy genuinely treats a woman well, consistently, not like in a like self-serving way, but like I'm just gonna treat you well because you should be treated well. Like we're so used to like these like fuck boys and assholes. Maybe it's just me talking here, but when someone's genuinely nice on a consistent basis and not crazy or manipulative, I find that I'm very eager to please whatever their needs are, even if like I'm not super into it. Like if I want to make them happy, like say they did something super awesome for me that day and I want to kind of give them a reward of sorts to encourage like that kind of treating me well, like I can do it that way. And that is I don't think that's so much manipulative as that is more like positive reinforcement, in my opinion, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyways, I have to pee super bad, so that was really crude. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Please stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. and I got shit to do tomorrow. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to call it a night. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging and ditch you on my bathroom break. So till next time, thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you soon. Night.